What's up today, my fellow Madden soldiers? So what I'm going to be doing right now is showing you guys my top 5 offensive players on the Dallas Cowboy theme team. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So when it comes to these top players, this is the way I'm viewing it, right? If you guys are barely building a team, or you're going to start building a team and you guys are like, okay, well, what are the top 5 players that I need to get right off the top? I'm going to show you guys that. However, it depends on what offensive scheme you're going to be running and how you utilize your players, because some people, they use certain players that they like no matter how much the player is going for, because it really goes with the scheme that they're actually running with. So that's what I want to put out there real quick, and I'll show you guys other options. So I'm just not going to close it to these 5. But I do have 5 that I'm going to pick, because these are the ones that I'm picking. It's been working for me. So that's what I'm going to show you guys. But I'm also going to put other little things out there for you guys. So just so you guys know, I'm not going to show you 5. I'll show you some other ones. But I'm going to talk about my first 5 at first. So, and I'm going to let you guys know why. There's a reason why I went ahead and pick them. The next one I'm going to be doing is a top defensive one. So just keep that in mind. Be prepared for that video. So anyways, the first one that I want to talk about is Randall Cunningham, right? We do have 3 options. We have Randall Cunningham, we have Dak Prescott, and we have Tony Romo, which is higher overall. And when it comes to better passing and accuracy, and even some abilities he's able to get, because he also gets Hot Rod Master, which is Tony Romo. And I am a Tony Romo fan. I'm a big Tony Romo fan. I'm not even a Randall Cunningham fan. I'm a Tony Romo fan. All right. So for me to say this about him being one of the top players on my offense, on my Dallas Cowboy theme team, is pretty big, because there's a reason for it. But anyways, we have those 3 options when it comes to QB. I picked Randall Cunningham, and I'm going to break it down to you guys why. The reason why Randall Cunningham to me is the number 1 QB when it comes to the Dallas Cowboy theme team is because he's very mobile, and it's less likely for him to fumble it on the first hit, and even on the second hit if you're running with him. Tony Romo, I try running. I know I understand I'm not going to be able to run with them all the time. That's cool. I understand that. He's a pocket passer. But there is times when I want to run the ball, get that first down, or get those few yards, or whatever the case may be, so I don't get sacked. And guess what? The first play, every single time, he barely gets tapped. This dude's fumbling the ball. It's very frustrating. So I was like, after playing a few games like that, I was able to get a few games out of Romo, and it was frustrating. I just like, you know what? I abandoned him. I literally powered him down. I got rid of him, and I was like, you know what? And I'm a big Romo fan. Like, I was very happy to have him, but I got to enjoy that. I think it was the last year or the year before that where they actually finally brought him back, and I was able to use them to the fullest extent with the card that they have. So I still have them on another Madden, so I'm all right with that. However, I did want to utilize him. He gets Hot Rod Master, gets Gunslinger. He was very useful in that sense. But when it comes to him running it, it wasn't even running it. When it comes to him just getting hit, he's too sensitive. He fumbles it too easy, and I can't take that risk. It's fine. Like I said, he can't run it that fast. I don't expect that. But when it comes to him fumbling it, I can't accept that. So I will say that. And I don't like the fact that he don't get escape artists. I mean, he should have got escape artists at the speed that he have and so forth, and he didn't get escape artists. So, yeah, I didn't like that either. But anyways, on Randall Cunningham, I got Gambler. I got Roaming Deadeye, perfect pass accuracy while standing outside the pocket. Got Dashing Deadeye, perfect pass accuracy on the run up to 40 yards. I usually run with him and throw the ball. He's been pretty decent, so I'm all right with that. And I got Escape Artist because he runs right out that pocket pretty fast. So one thing I do like about Randall Cunningham, once again, is that he runs very fast. I'm able to make, if I can't run the ball with my halfback, if I can't throw it or no one's open, I'm able to run outside there and scramble and get that first down or get those yards to get closer to the first down. So that's one thing I like about Randall Cunningham. He's pretty accurate on the passing. He will overthrow him here and there, but not as much as you would think, right? And I've never been one of the ones that use one of the a QB like this, which is a scrambler. I've never been one to really use one. Now I'm getting more used to it, and I see the benefit of it, whether I'm playing online or even especially playing these solos. He gets a lot done, and he's very fast. So anyways, he's one of my top 5 offensive Dallas Cowboy players. So I'll say he's one. Another one's that have to be Ezekiel Elliott, right? And not because He's the best halfback in the game. Nowhere near it. So I just want to stress that real quick. However, he's the best halfback that the Dallas Cowboys has on the Dallas Cowboy theme team. So I just want to let you guys know that. That's the only reason why I pick him as one of the top 5 offensive players to have on your team. Because you guys want to make sure you have a well-rounded team. And he is one of the one I utilize a lot when it comes to the run play. Even out of Tavon Austin, because he's a strong halfback. So I do utilize him a lot more. But once again, he is not the top halfback in the game at all whatsoever. It just he's happened to be one of the top ones on the top one on the Dallas Cowboy theme team, because he's the only one we have. If they're able to give him an upgrade or actually bring in another halfback for the Dallas Cowboy players with faster speed and better qualities, of course we're going to pick him up no matter what. But until then, we're going to have to use Ezekiel Elliott. So he's the number 2 one that I will let you guys know about. And I also like the fact he gets ×2 Dallas Cowboy Cam. And on him, I got Fright Train and Energizer, right? He don't get no really special abilities, right? He gets evasive and all that, but I really don't care for all that. My whole thing is, if I'm going to be utilizing him here and there, I want to make sure he has a less likely chance to fumble it. So that's why I put Energizer on him. So whenever he actually spins or does stuff like that, you know, he has a chance to what it says right here, replenish stamina after successful skill moves. So he's going to replenish, which will boost his odds up not to fumble it. So that's why I like him. And he actually plays pretty well. So, but once again, though, he's only one of the top offensive Cowboy on the team that I recommend, because he's our only halfback. So that's why I recommend him. So you can't get him through playing the solos no more, but you can actually add training instead of his item or a power pass in order to acquire him. So that's how you're able to get him. So that's 2. Another one is Dalton Schultz. CeeDee Lamb. And what I like about him is he's pretty fast. He goes all the way up to 93 speed, right? So he gets ×2 speed from the Dallas Cowboy Cams, as well as +1, because I have that extra wide receiver that gives +1 speed to all the wide receivers. If I have the other one, he'll be 99 speed. So his speed actually makes him very important when it comes to running fast out there and getting open. So because of that, he actually has been very beneficial to me. And I actually sometimes I'll throw him 1-play touchdowns, whether it's on a solo or whether it's even on an online gameplay. So I just want to let you guys know that. So he's going to be the 3rd card that I say when it comes to the top 5 offensive cards when it comes to the theme team. Some of you guys, I know you're going to pick someone else and so forth, but I'm talking about the scheme that I use and how I go about and how fast he is and his agility and how he's able to move around opponents and so forth. I always liked this card since the day when he came out in Madden, and to this day he has not disappointed. So I'm happy for the upgrades. It just, during the time he got the upgrades, of course at that time I'd rather have other cards because there's other positions that we could have used on the Dallas Cowboy theme team, but it doesn't mean that he was a good card, and I utilize him a lot. Okay, so that's 3. The 4th one I'm going to talk about is Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders wide receiver card. When they came out with this card, I was very happy because I know that no matter what version of the card they put out, whether it's 90 or higher, his card's going to be fast and his card's going to be OP no matter the stats on the card. This card always plays very well. But his card not only came out to a 97 overall, he gets 99 speed, and his route running and his stats are insane on top of that. This is the first time I got a card with wide receiver Deion Sanders that not only is his speed's always pretty good, but his stats are very well, right? So that's one thing I will say. But once again, no matter what his stats say, his card has always been OP for me. I always go get 1-play touchdown. I'll get sideline catches and everything else. And I don't even have no abilities on him, as you guys could tell. And he plays just fine. I don't have to. I could put abilities on him and make him a little bit more OP. But in my opinion, he's good just as it is right there, as the card is right there. I'm happy with him just like that. Okay, so there is one more card I want to speak about, but I also want to let you guys know that I do like Michael Irvin. He does make plays. There was in a previous Madden that he was very OP, but this Madden right now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. In my opinion, he is not as good as I thought he would be. He does, like I say, he does make plays for me, does make touchdowns, but if I had to pick, I definitely would pick these other 2 instead, Jimmy Smith is pretty decent. I know a lot of you guys are going to say Keyshawn Johnson and so forth, that he plays very well for you. And that's cool. Like I said, depending on the scheme you run. But for me, they're frustrating me. The ones who get it done is Deion Sanders, CeeDee Lamb, Randall Cunningham. I will pass it on Michael Irvin if he happens to be open, but he's not always my first pick, right? But anyways, the last one I will speak about is Dalton Schultz. All right. And the reason I like this card is not only that he's fast as a tight end, but he's always making plays for me. I will throw it on a streak or whatever the case may be, and he will get open. He will make that separation. He will fight for those extra yardages. So, and I have been utilizing him a lot more. So I am very happy with this card. It's either him or Billy Joe Dupree. I like him because to me, in my opinion, he's better than Billy Joe Dupree when it comes to the run blocking and everything else. He's 6'5", and I don't know. To me, he just seems to be much more effective. And I just keep Billy Joe Dupree as a fullback. They're both good, like I said. But if I had to pick between the two, because you're going to definitely need a tight end, I'm going to pick Dalton Schultz first and Billy Joe Dupree second. So he's going to be the fifth one that I picked. So them are my all 5 top offensive Dallas Cowboys players that I picked for my offense. If I were to start a team and I were to look at right now from the beginning, but okay, what are the top 5 offensive cards that I need first? Then will be the top 5 I pick first, and then I'll build around them. That's what I would do to make my team more effective, because these other cards have been playing very well for me. So for those who want to know, them are my top 5 offensive Dallas Cowboy cards for the theme team. Like I said, you guys have yours. If whatever they are, go ahead and put it in the comment section. I know you guys are going to pick other one, but once again, though, it's because it works well with the scheme that you have, and these are the ones that work well with my scheme. So that's what I wanted to put out there. And I know some of you guys want to know which were my top 5, and them were my top 5. My top 5 defensive ones will come next, so stay tuned for that video. But anyways, there it is. There, if you guys like seeing what you're seeing, drop a like on the video. If you guys need subs to the channel, there will be more great, amazing content coming your way. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I'm out.